Hi, I'm Marianne Thorne, continuing with the creative goal setting tutorials. In this video, I'm introducing the 3 rules of creative goal setting and helping you write a draft of your personal vision. One of the benefits of writing a vision so early in the program is it continues to set the scene that the adding value exercise started in the last video, and that is of getting to know who and what you want to be, do and have. Now we are expanding the focus to include other areas of life and allowing you to imagine both short and long-term goals, all rolled together to form an ideal lifestyle that you'd like to experience. But first, let me introduce you to the 3 rules of creative goal setting, which are written in the instructions on the last page of your creative goal setting program, linked in the description of this video. Rule 1. Write with coloured markers, changing colours after every phrase or sentence. Coloured pencils are okay too. Rule 2. Write everything in positive present tense as if it is happening now. And Rule 3. Write only about yourself. The reasons behind these 3 rules are that firstly, we use colour to activate the creative aspect of our mind. Plus, if you're feeling a bit glum, then working with the colours and positivity can help you feel better. Over the last couple of decades, we experimented with filling in our creative goal setting programs on computers using coloured fonts. Yes, this was easier for many of us, but the magic slowed right down until it almost stopped. In the 1980s, 90s and 2000s, when we were all writing by hand in our programs, our miracles were happening spontaneously at a much faster rate for everyone, regardless of what they felt about the process. So use your own handwriting because that's when and where the magic starts to flow. Oh, and by the way, use any language you like as long as you are following these 3 creative goal setting rules. Secondly, we write in positive present tense because our subconscious mind only works in present tense. When we have a memory, we relive the experience in present tense, even though we know it happened years ago. For example, when we hear a song that reminds us of an event from years ago, we re-experience it. We relive it in our mind for a few moments. And why does it have to be positive, did I hear you ask? Well, because positive beats being negative. I do explain this in much more detail in the video that explains our mind. Or you can download the Creative Goal Setting Handbook, linked in the description of this video, and you can read all about it there. But more importantly, we benefit from choosing our words wisely. Many words are extensions of negative core words, as I've already briefly mentioned in the adding value exercise video. For example, the word unpolluted, non-judgmental, unconditional, limitless, and I'm sure you will find more over time. Instead of these types of words, use words that are positive yet mean the same thing. For example, the positive opposite to the core word polluted would be clean, clear, pristine, etc. The positive opposite to the core word judgmental would be accepting, allowing, embracing, respectful, etc. The positive opposite to the core word conditional would be pure, free, etc. Or as I said previously, just delete the word unconditional from your sentence. That usually fixes it. And the positive opposite to the core word limit would be abundant, plentiful, opulent, etc. And thirdly, we write only about ourselves. It is not up to us, nor our right or responsibility to change others or expect others to change for whatever reason. Therefore, for things to change, first we must change ourselves. In creative goal setting, when we want to discuss others, we write about our relationship with them, but not about them. Or, to put it differently, we can describe the concept or type of relationship we want to enjoy without naming anyone specifically. And we can describe how we relate to others in our life, but not how they relate to us or how they relate to others. Written or visualized goals involving others are out of ethics, as in it's unethical. Okay, I want you to take a few minutes to dare to dream your dreams. I'm about to give you a few hints to get you daydreaming constructively. This is not a guided meditation or anything like that. I just want you to imagine what would be an ideal lifestyle for you, say in 5 or 10 years' time, but without putting specific expectations, limitations, or boundaries on the time frame. We don't do that in creative goal setting because our subconscious mind does not relate to time frames in the same way our conscious mind does. Which is why the second rule of creative goal setting is write in positive present tense, as if it's happening now, because we're advertising, if you like, to our subconscious mind, or programming it, if you prefer, in its own language. Okay, have the sheet called My Vision out and ready with your coloured markers. Add today's date to the top of the page before you begin. Then sit back, relax, and answer these questions silently to yourself. This will only take a couple of minutes, and then you can write your ideas on your vision sheet afterwards. Step 1 here is dare to dream your dreams. Be outrageously imaginative. Let go any restrictive thoughts about lack of resources and or time, and get a feeling for what you would ideally love to be doing, being, and having, as though you had all the resources and all the time to do, be, and have all that you want. Think in terms of abundance, abundant affection, good health, resources, friendship, work, fun, leisure, laughter, purpose, etc. Now close your eyes if you can, as this often helps us focus on our own inner movie screen on the inside of our head. Get a feeling for what you would ideally love to be doing, being, and seeing as part of your future. Where would you like to be? Choose a location on this plane that you would most like to live. Which country? Is it in a country area, a town, or a city? What is the landscape like? Are you living near water, trees, or mountains? Is it on an island? And what does your home look like? Is it a unit, an apartment, a house, a mansion, or a tent? Do you share this space with anyone? What do you have? Do you have a vehicle, computer, great clothing? What else? And what are you doing? Are you travelling? Where to? Studying? What at? Working? What as? Or are you doing all of these things? And how is your health, both emotional health and physical health? Are you happy and healthy? This is your life, so I hope you knew to say yes to being happy and healthy. Okay, now open your eyes. Using the vision sheet, your coloured markers, and the 3 rules of creative goal setting, begin writing the first draft of your ever-evolving vision. It can be written as a list or in paragraphs. Either way, it's your choice. Maybe pause this video and spend 10 minutes or so writing the ideas that came to you while I was asking those questions. The first copy of your vision is a draft. Eventually, this vision will reflect the content of your goal folder's 12 areas of life. You can add to it or rewrite it later. In creative goal setting, you are encouraged to update your vision and other worksheets as often as needed. Keep it exciting and include as much detail about the outcomes you are expecting as you can, in order to create a clearer picture in your mind's eye. We are not describing the details of how we got there, but the details of the end result, the details of how our life looks in 5 or 10 years' time, except that we're not saying it will take 5 or 10 years to materialize. We are leaving the timing aspect to the higher good of all concerned. So any time now is ideal. Don't add anything you don't want yet. For example, don't include babies in the family area if now is not a good time for them to show up. Add them to your creative goal setting program later when it is appropriate to your lifestyle and commitments. It may take a few rewrites to get it right. And in a year or two, you may have changed your mind and need to rewrite your entire vision again. Each time you rewrite it, select the good aspects and transfer them into your next version of your vision. Rewriting your vision will continue to motivate you when you are not sure of your direction in life. Exploring your vision will pull you through times of any doubt. Confirm you have written in present tense and only about yourself. Make any corrections as you go, as these directives are important. And of course, make sure you're changing colours after every phrase or sentence. When you read your vision, it should be motivating. If it's not, then it needs reworking with more detail and/or with more stretch, as in excitement, and desire to do what it takes to make it happen. Sometimes this takes a few rewrites. Stretching your reality out into the unknown is safe inside your creative goal setting folder. In fact, that is one of the benefits of having a goal folder. You can explore your hopes and desires safely, building them up with more and more detail. The more excited you get about them, the more positive thought and emotion will go into them, and the more likely they will materialize just as they have been written, authorized by you. Please note, only write what you are willing to take responsibility for and/or eventually action yourself. Writing goals for others is similar to having expectations of others. Not usually very comfortable if you are the one on the receiving end, so do not do that. We are here to create our own reality. It is out of integrity to think that we can or should create someone else's reality, even our children's or our spouses. We may have the role or responsibility for creating a happy, healthy, and harmonious home environment for them, and to set our own personal values, expectations, and boundaries within our relationship with each of them. But beyond that, it is up to them to learn to take responsibility for their own outcomes. Maybe they could have a creative goal setting program too. By all means, discuss this with them, asking them how, what questions, but don't write goals or expectations for them in your program. Hence the third rule of creative goal setting: only write about yourself. That's it. Enjoy. Have fun being creative. Bye for now.